Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Luisa. I like to make funny story times and different kind of recipe videos. I love to send out kisses at the end of every video because I love you guys. Thank you again for subscribing to my channel. So let me just get started on the story. So the story is gonna be about the time that someone really put coca leaves in my luggage. Basically, in 2016, I was about to open a new restaurant with my family, and I went to Peru just to like pick up decorations and different things that we would need for the restaurant. I had so much fun while I was there. I ate good food. I mean, Peru is such a nice destination. It's at the end of my trip wasn't so great. So I don't want to mention any names just because it doesn't really matter at this point. I don't want this video to be all over the place. So I was really hesitant to make this video just because it's a pretty touchy subject. It's obviously an awkward situation with my family, but if anyone can learn from my mistakes, I'm just gonna tell you guys about it. It was her and her partner who pretty much did that without my knowledge. I can give you a little background on them. So basically, they're together right now, and they have their oldest daughter who is like 14 years old. And so they were pretty much on and off again since she was born, and there is a lot of conflict with that family. Generally, like, my whole family does not like her partner and thinks, she shouldn't be with him even though they have 3 kids. There's just other issues that, that the family has with him and her being with him. So I'll just say that. Basically, this was the first time that I had gone to Peru and I actually got to meet him. I had seen him before, but I had only seen him like briefly when he came to visit the kids and stuff like that. Like, the times that I had visited, they hadn't been like together, so I never really met him before 2016. But during this trip I did get to meet him and kind of like get to know him a bit. I'm not gonna really talk about him. This story is not really about him. Basically, he was pretty nice to me while I was there, but after the fact, everyone kind of told me that, he was shady and all this stuff. So basically, this is what happened. So they were trying to send some things to my aunt and my uncle. They kept saying how, this is what they wanted to get, this and that, and then this is for my little cousin. There was never any mention of any coca leaves. And yeah, how it basically happened was that I did give her permission to put what she had listed to me in my bag. On my last day, my bags were pretty much packed and I was really like in a crunch for time. So she had called me and just told me, so I have the bag ready, like, this is what's in it. No mention of the coca leaves. Okay, is it okay if I just put in your luggage so you don't forget? And I was just like, okay, fine, like, just put it, right? Because she had told me what was in it, but like I said, there was no mention of any coca leaves. Like, that word never left her mouth. I'm gonna stop right here just to give you guys a little bit more info. In Peru, it is 100% legal to have coca leaves in like their whole form or in tea bags. It's sold in like grocery stores. It's literally just like a tea. It has a lot of medicinal properties. It's like a lot of coca leaves that you need to make actual cocaína. Yeah, it's just legal. But here, one coca leaf is one too many. 100% illegal. I think a lot of people think it's okay to bring back the tea form just because it's just like tea and it's not even the whole leaf anymore. But I'll put some pictures to show you guys like the different presentations that they sell it in. It's used for digestion and for altitude sickness in Cusco. So let me just go ahead and finish telling you the story. I was really happy to have made it, good off the flight and had no issues. I went to the baggage area. I picked up my first bags, and I was actually waiting on just the one stupid frame, and there was a drug dog that came right away to sniff my bags. So it was pretty obvious that he was smelling something, and the lady officer just asked me like, do you have food in here?
Yeah, but it's all packaged. I don't know.
When I handed her, she asked me for my declaration slip, and I was like, shit. I gave it to her, and then she just did a little like initial basically, and I was just like, shit. They're gonna search for my bags. They're gonna take half of my stuff. Like, they're gonna take everything. I already have clothes in Peru, so I didn't bring much clothes. I kind of like just left space for like all the things that I want to bring. Every time we go to Peru, like, you just want to bring that back everything. My heart sank, you know, I was filled with anxiety. I went into the washroom just because I was dreading, you know, like the whole check. So I was in the washroom thinking, like, you know, trying to go through different scenarios. Like, what should I do? Should I just dump this, like, declaration slip and try to get a new one? But then I realized, you know, whatever, if I try to do anything, it's just gonna look even more suspicious. Like, I definitely felt like, you know, that's gonna be so suspicious. Thank God I didn't, now looking back, because imagine I had coca leaves and then I tried a thing, like, oh my God, no. Thank goodness I didn't do anything. So I was just like, let me just, I'm just gonna go face it, you know, they're gonna take some things, whatever, it is what it is. You know, just, I went and I faced my doom. So then I went and I showed him the slip. He was like, yeah, you go this way. I wasn't able to go straight. I had to turn. And then, so before they started checking my bag, he was like,
did you pack this
bag? And I was like,
Yes, I packed the bag myself.
are you bringing a package for anyone else?
and I was like,
I have gifts from my grandma and from my mom and stuff, yeah.
he proceeds to open the bag. We both basically saw the coca leaves at the same time. I had never seen them before. And you know, he was like, what's this? And I said, those are for digestion. It's a tea, I just told him. But right away I knew, like, this is bad.
These are illegal. Go sit over there.
And I was just sitting there and I had to wait for, you know, him. He was like talking to his manager, I think. And I guess looking at the rest of my bag, I think they were like really doing a big sweep through my bag, like my bags. Since they found that, they were like gonna go through everything in my bag. I want to say I waited like 2 hours, but maybe it was just one. It was really, really nerve-wracking. I called my mom. I told her what was happening. I'm like really scared. You know, my mom was really, really pissed off. I was also messaging Mohammed. And, you know, he was really positive. He was trying to keep me, you know, upbeat and trying to make jokes about, like, the coca leaves and blah, blah. And I was just, like, really, really scared. I was, like, constantly in contact with my mother. And Mohammed, basically, when he finally called me, he was just like,
who were you talking to?
And I was just like,
My mom and my boyfriend.
And
He's like, give me your phone.
And then, so I gave him my phone, and right away, he was going through my text and my call log, and he was
like, okay, and who's this?
That's my mom.
And then he goes through Mohammed's text, and I wish I could remember what the joke was, but he was reading it, and I was like,
He was just joking, like, I'm not a criminal.
Okay, well, you have a lot of food here. You're supposed to declare, yeah, when it's food.
And I just explained to him how I thought it was like packaged food, wasn't really technically food, which I felt super dumb saying it, but that's how it was always kind of like explained to me, not by officers, but like by other people who travel. I kind of wish I would have like told him exactly what happened and just like, you know, told him exactly the story, but I felt like the less I talked, the better. I had literally just told him that I packed my own bags. But anyways, I'm here and I didn't do any, like, you know, jail time for this. So I think, like, I'm good with what happened, with how it went down. I ended up leaving, you know, I was so happy to, like, have come out and, you know, like, just been let go with a warning. My mom was really, really happy to see me. I started crying when I saw her, and we're just like, my mom was really, really pissed off at this family member. And I have an inkling that it was actually just her partner that did it, and she kind of like wanted to like take the blame for it. She did apologize to me. I just told her, you know, it was fine. I'm just glad nothing else happened. I definitely would not trust that kind of situation ever again. Just don't trust anyone packing your bags. It's better to be just safe and, you know, pack your own bag, even with family. Which brings me to part 2. So there's actually a second part to this story. So give it a like if you guys want to hear about how I got my passport flag. Thank you for watching.